You know, it's a sad statistic that's been repeated over and over again that our country is in deep, deep, you know what, in regards to our relationships, and it hasn't changed in a number of years. The American Psychological Association just a couple years ago put out a study that stated that 80% of relationships were struggling deeply. I mean, 80% of relationships in this country is where they focus, but we can pretty much guess that is going to be projected around the world, are struggling deeply. And, you know, of course, it all started with the pandemic. That's when the first studies started to come out, but there's more and more studies coming out about the increase in frustration, anger, arguments. Oh my God, in our private practice, we see it constantly. There's at least 3 to 4 couples every week that reach out to us because they just don't know what to do anymore. You know, they've been sitting there in this insanity of arguing, or they've been sitting there in this insanity of addiction, or there's been things that have been going on that they just haven't taken care of. You know, and it's very, very common. I mean, I remember doing a podcast and a guy was bragging about how him and his wife never got into an argument. And when I was talking to him, his wife was screaming at him in the background, you know. So we have this perception maybe that our relationship is great, it's fine. Well, it's better than the next door neighbors because they're screaming all the time. But is it really? There's a lot of damage that can be done that doesn't have to do with screaming or yelling or anything like that. There's a lot of damage that can be done by neglecting our partner, by staying at work so we don't have to, quote unquote, deal with the issues, by shutting down sexually. There's all kinds of tools that we use when we're frustrated with our partner, other than getting to the source of the issue. So what I'm going to say to you, what I say to everyone, is that if it's been more than 3 to 4 weeks where that you guys are really off, reach out to someone. This is all we can do. We can't heal ourselves. You know, as a counselor for 43 years, I remember up until the mid 90s, I used to try to heal my own relationships, right? I used to tell my partner, listen, I do this for a living. You know, if you just follow what I say, I think we can pull ourselves out of it. It never works. You know, my best intentions never work. But when I went into counseling and I started getting an objective viewpoint, that's when everything changed. Listen, we can turn this around. In the last 7, 8 years, we've helped so many marriages stay on course, turn them around. We do some very unique things, and we can help you. Go to talkdavid.com. We offer a free 20-minute phone call session. We call it a discovery session, so I can get to know you and your challenges and give you some thoughts on how you can move forward. And then we have some amazing specials, financial discounts because of inflation that are going on right now. Everything's at talkdavid.com. There's also always 4 books. And I would highly recommend that you grab the books and work with me. Even the 20-minute free call is going to be worth it. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Buzzsprout podcast channel, and let's start doing the work. Doing nothing leads us nowhere. Running away leads us nowhere. Going into addiction leads us nowhere. Let's face those challenges and see if we can't pull ourselves out of the insanity that we've gotten in with our partner and get back to the days when love ruled. I'm David Essel. I look forward to seeing you at talkdavid.com. Have a beautiful day.